Honestly, I thought this game was going to go somewhere completely different. I thought this game was going to be tighter than what it actually was, but the Saracens really, really put it to the Saints today. They really put it to the Saints today. And it kills me to say this, but well played. Props has got to be given where they are deserved. And bloody hell, Saracens, you deserved it today. You deserved it today. What a way to end off your year. You know, last game of 2024, and you guys go and put out that kind of performance. Bloody hell, well done. And it kills me because we all know what the Saints are capable of. We all know their ability, but it just felt like the Saints weren't really a team today. And I don't know if this was just because the Saris put on such a bloody strong performance, or if the Saints players just they didn't show up. But it felt like we were playing with like 3-4 men. The Saracens, I feel that they were better than us in every single aspect. Right? Obviously, Saints were there. They were able to make some. They were able to make some good plays. They were able to make yardage. But when it came down to when it mattered, what happened? Right? What happened? Obviously, we had some brilliance from Tommy Freeman. I completely forgot the guy's name, but he sat his ass down. Ended up scoring a try. Beautiful, beautiful try. But honestly, look, I just I struggled. I struggled to watch that game. Like, don't get me wrong, I loved the game in general, but as a Saints fan, I struggled to watch it because all I was thinking of is what are the Saracens gonna do next? You know, at every point where they had the ball, I felt like something was gonna happen. Where I didn't really feel like that with the Saints. Obviously, you had players like Slytholm, Freeman that were able to put in relatively good shifts, but you know it was just different. The Saracens outplayed us from the up and unders, from the lineouts, from bloody scrums, mauls, gaining yardage, and honestly, this is the thing. I don't feel that they did anything special. I don't think they did anything spectacular, any tactical genius, anything like that. They were better than us in every single basic that you learn in rugby. The absolute bare basics. They were better than us in every single way. And not even by a small margin, by a lot. And honestly, the Saracens made it so difficult for the Saints to break them down, and it's because of these basics, right? The bare basics. And I don't even know, it felt like the Saracens were just stronger in every single aspect, right? You look at every time the Saracens ran into our players, they were not being stopped, right? You look at a lot of Saints games, you see sometimes it's like running to a brick wall, At every point where I really found with the Saracens, it felt like they were just gaining yards on every single attack, on every single phase. It just felt like they were just too strong. When you have players like George, when you have players like Earl, that, you're running, you want to be able to stop players like this from gaining yards. And this is something that the Saracens do so damn well, is they gain yards, right? They might not necessarily take, what was the try from the Saints? Hendy assisted, but basically he took that from like our half, and Hendy's quick, right? And he was able to gain massive yardage, like relatively quick. That ultimately did result in a try, but you look at the Saracens, they would gain and gain and gain and gain and gain, right? It's not necessarily all in one go. They were just constantly gaining yards, right? And the moment the Saints would come close to their try line, right? When it came down to, being just a couple yards away from the try line, the Saracens held up strong. They were strong, and they didn't let they really didn't let anything through, and they made the Saints work tooth and nail for anything that they got, right? And honestly, the plays from the Saracens we were just outclassed. I'm annoyed because I feel that the Saracens probably could have been, well, they could have put it a better showing. I do feel that if Bank was here, this also potentially could have been a different ball game, but that's working in hindsight, and I don't like to work in hindsight. It was just, I understand the Saints, they managed to put some points on the board, but the Saris got 4 tries in the first half, right? They were on the back foot the entire game. And at the moment they get any form of hope, right, the Saris knock them down and knock them down and knock them down and knock them down, right? They were just relentless. And I would have loved to make this video about how good the Saris were. They just weren't. They just weren't today. And the Saints are going to be going in with their heads low into the new year. I was really hoping for that nice result, but what can you say? It's annoying. It really is annoying, because it really does feel like the Saints are having the season where, you really don't know what kind of team you're going to get. You don't know where you stand with the Saints, right? They could come in as absolute world beaters, that team that could potentially take on the Springboks and absolutely smash them, right? It's an example, but you get like they're playing up against toddlers. So it was a difficult game to watch as a Saints fan. Brilliant game to watch as a Rugby fan. No two ways, and the Sarri fans are going to be absolutely ecstatic. But it's frustrating. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. I want to know who you think put up the best performance for the Saints today was, right? And I would also love to know what you think could have been done to potentially change this result, but what could have been done to have avoided this result, right? So let me know in the comment section below. If you guys do want to see more rugby content, please like and subscribe, as it really does help my channel grow. And on that one, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.